Hey everybody, I'm going to do a general reading for the week. This will be timeless reading, so whenever you find it, it'll be for you. Take what works and leave the rest. It's all about discernment. Okay, let me get my incense lit up here. Sorry. Okay, today's deck is. Let me shut this windows. Shade. Oh, it's too bright. Hey, it is the mystical shamanic or shaman oracle card deck. I may use the book for some of these, only because they have specific meanings for them. Not like any other card doesn't, but sometimes there's a message in this deck that's a little different than the others. But we'll see how it goes. Okay, I'm gonna pull 6 cards. Hope everybody's doing good. Today is Mother's Day in the US. Hope everybody has a pleasant Mother's Day if you celebrate. First card is below. The first thing I notice is there's something beneath the surface there. Water, so it's still flowing. The journey, so we've got movement. Oh, and you know what? Probably help if I put them where you could actually see them. Sorry, I'm still working how to use this camera. There, now you can actually see them. We fix them all in a minute. Camera took it. That's better. Lightning. Whatever's happening is going to happen really fast. Beauty Way. And the moon. That's a dragonfly. Yeah, the lotus and the dragonfly. So that is spiritual. Maybe a messengers from maybe the other side. Pay attention. Look for synchronicities or messages coming through. Do better lighting. Is that helpful? No, makes it worse. Oops, you just knock everything down. So yeah, this jumped right out, and it still has little water droplets on it. And maybe an eclipse or a new moon at the top. And the moon is involved because you've got the moon in everything. We do have a blue moon this month, so it could have something to do with that. When you've got all the moon phases circling around the moon. So we're going to start with flow. Those are her hands. So it looks like she's trying to control, I don't know if it's emotions or just things in general. She's got her dreams. There's like castles in the sky, but it's also her crown. So this could be also psychic, um, anything to do with third eye, crown chakra, but her dreams are crowning her. That is what's forefront on her mind, is trying to make her dreams come true. And if they're anything like me, I guess it would help if I can pull it down so you can see it. If they're anything like me, you're always trying to control stuff, and we have to work more on learning how to go with the flow. This actually has like, kind of looks like somebody riding a horse really fast, maybe with a sword drawn, kind of like a knight energy. I don't know if somebody's going to come and help unexpectedly, like a knight riding in to save the day. You've got that full moon, and you've got the Sagittarius full moon coming up. So it could have something to do with that as well. That Sagittarius full moon is going to be the blue moon in May at the end of the month. So she's trying to build something, this dream, and look for help, well, unexpected help, around the full moon. Now, flow is energy, but it's also water. You've still got that full moon shape going here. Up at the top, you've got the bottom of the full moon. And you've just got like a single drop of water just kind of floating in the center of this card, like a completion. Everything is contained. And then this blue carries over into this journey card. So this flow is keeping us moving. And you've got the owl, which is knowledge, messengers. She's got her hands crossed. It's like she's protecting herself on this journey, or they are protecting themselves on this journey. And then there's more wings coming out over here, and dark moon. So this could be something starts with the new moon. There's also a full moon behind them, so maybe whatever it is going to start with this new moon coming up, and we're back to this full moon afterwards coming up. And I'm going to say what the moons are, but like I said, if you get this later after these, they can still work for whatever cycle you're in. This is just what's going on at the time I'm doing this. And if you catch it later, it could be something that happened during this time that is affecting where you are now when you find this reading. But they're very protective. They've got this crossed hands, this crossed thing over here. I'm going to say protect your energy. You know, do what you need to do, but don't tell anybody what you're doing. Just get it done. Keep it to yourself. Whatever this dream is that you're trying to do, keep it to yourself until you get where you're going. And then once you get there, you can let everybody know, but keep your journey. It's your journey, not anybody else's. Keep that information to yourself. Sometimes you tell somebody you're doing something, and then they'll come and tell you 50 million reasons why you can't do it, or how you can't do it the way you want to do it, or all the bad things that can happen when you do it. Don't don't listen to the haters. Don't listen to those negative people. You do what you got to do. Listen to yourself. Listen to your intuition and your guides. Follow them on this journey that you're taking. Go with the flow. I know it's so much easier to say go with the flow than it is to go with the flow. I struggle with it every day. Even though I do energy work, I still kind of want to know the outcome. I want to know what's happening so I make all the right choices. So we have to learn how to kind of relax our grip on the journey, because taking the journey is how's the right wording? The journey is the destination. It's not where you end up. It's how you get there. That is the destination. It shapes who you become, how you get to the where you're going. And then we have lightning. Still has that same round. You still got that moonish shape at the top. When it happens, it's going to be quick, like a lightning strike, kind of like a tower moment. Everything is going to feel like it just collapsed, and you have to move really fast. But even though it's going to feel like total chaos, and you're still going to try to have to go with the flow with all this chaos going on, you get to, it's going to feel weird. Because whenever there's a tower moment and everything falls apart, you get to decide what pieces you want to pick up to rebuild with and what you want to leave behind you. So when this happens, you're going to have to make snap decisions. You're going to have to follow your instincts, trust your guide, and you may have to leave some stuff behind and give yourself time to grieve it, because people are going to ask you a lot of questions once you get where you're going, and everybody's going to think everything is honky dory and you're just so happy and excited to be where you're going. But give yourself time to grieve, because even though this may be a choice you want to make, you're still allowed to grieve the fact that you had to make this choice in the first place. That you have to leave these things behind and only pick what you can take with you at the time. So it's a lot. It's a lot. And then we're back to here. You want to listen to your guides, and you're going to probably end up being somewhere a lot better than you are, even though it's a big journey, and it's going to be uncomfortable to make it. And another thing with dragonflies I learned is whatever this is, this journey where you're going to be, it's going to be, it usually means that it's going to be something you didn't expect, or your knowledge or your imagination was so limited that it couldn't foresee where you're going to end up. This is from another card. I can't remember what deck, but dragonfly nymphs live their whole life underwater before they turn into dragonflies. And the idea is, while they're underwater, they have no idea that there's anything outside of the water. They have no idea that someday they're going to be this dragonfly and they're going to be able to fly and do all these things. So you are, at the beginning of this journey, you're the dragonfly nymph. Your knowledge and your awareness and your imagination are limited by where you are currently, the nymph underwater. You only know where you are. But when you get where you're going, it's going to be so expansive that you have no no reference for it, because you just never thought you would be that there, or you could never imagine living whatever this kind of life is where you're going. And then everything is, you've got the cycles. I mean, this whole thing feels like it's very moon based. You can see it going through all the cycles around this full moon. And all of it is on the hem of her dress behind her as she's walking. She's turning to look back. I mean, you can look back at where you came from to see, once you get where you're going, you want to look back. You want to take time to celebrate all your past achievements that got you to where you're going. You're allowed to look back. You just don't live there anymore. You don't want to go back, but you're allowed to look back and see all of your accomplishments that got you here, how you got here, all the things you gave up, all the things you had to learn how to receive. Receiving is hard. Some of us givers, we're not receivers. We have our reasons for it. We have to learn how to receive whatever this is and not screw it all up. But we're allowed to look back. You're allowed to grieve what you left behind, but you're still moving forward. She may be turning to look behind her, but she's still moving forward. So that is the reading. I guess I didn't need the book. That is the reading as I see it. this whole thing. It's giving me like it's like a unicorn, but like a camel or a llama or a alpaca. I don't know what the alpaca has to do, but that's what I see. Some kind of alpaca, unicorn alpaca looking thing. Know if that's significant, but that's what I see. And these, the hands, kind of like wings. All the other wings. I don't know, when you were little, you used to do the shadows with the wings. That's what her hands remind me of. And up here still has that whole same vibe. So protect your energy. Do your thing that you gotta do. Don't give anybody too much information about it. You're gonna end up in a good place, even though right now it's scary as hell and you have no idea where you're gonna go. But I totally get that. Trust me, I totally get it. I'm going through the same thing. But once you get there, it'll be worth all this trauma. It'll be worth it. And that is our reading for today. Let me pull the cards out so you can see them because I'm looking over here and my computer's over there. Sorry. I need a better setup. But hopefully I work it out. Just move the camera.
This is a reminder.
Sorry.
Lunch.
My lunch reminder for work. I was trying to get them before that. But I gotta head to work. I'm late doing my readings today. It was supposed to be um last night, but I was busy yesterday. I'm actually packing and moving, so this kind of fits my whole life as well. So hopefully everybody, I know it's all squirrely, but hopefully everybody enjoys this reading. They get something from it. Like I said, if it works, take what works for you. If it doesn't, just you can leave it behind. And I have to do better lighting too. But I hope you enjoy it. And subscribe if you want to see more. And follow. And you have a great rest of your day and a great week. See you next week. Bye.